What's up guys, welcome back to another video. About a year ago, I got my Xperia XZ1 Compact and reviewed it here on this channel. But today, I wanted to do more of a long-term review and go over a year's experience and the update to Android 9.0. So without further ado, let's get to it. The Xperia XZ1 Compact was released back in August of 2017. So it's 2 years old now, and smartphones have come a long way in that time. Now we've got bezel-less 18:9 screens, 8GB of RAM, and camera setups with up to 5 cameras. But this Xperia still has a few aces up its sleeve, like the 3.5mm headphone jack that I use every single day. And the dedicated camera key, which is an ever more increasingly rare feature for a smartphone. The camera is no slouch either. The 19-megapixel 1/2.3-inch motion eye sensor paired with a 25mm f2.0 lens is still an imaging beast, and the phase detect autofocus is very snappy, rarely ever missing its mark. Now, this phone has received the update to Android 9.0, and we'll get into that more in a minute, but one of the things this update brings is an updated camera app. Unfortunately, I find it a step in the wrong direction. Not only is the UI more cluttered, it replaces the older swipe to change mode setup by hiding things behind more floating buttons, but the processing algorithms seem to ramp up synthetic sharpness and noise reduction way more than they used to, resulting in far less natural looking images. Also, the old app's intelligent auto mode seemed to apply a subtle HDR effect in some shots, and it actually worked really well, similar to Google's HDR Plus on their Pixel phones. The updated app has no HDR mode whatsoever. Video remains largely unchanged though. 4K H.265 still looks amazing, and the novelty of that 960 FPS slow motion, which can now be recorded in full 1080p HD, hasn't worn off yet. Aside from the camera stuff, the features Pi was supposed to bring are hit and miss. The UI of the notification shade has been updated, but there's no gesture controls. Adaptive brightness and battery are present and accounted for, but all the digital well-being features are still missing. Hopefully Pi's missing features and then some will be present in the Android Q update, but for now, the XZ1's slice of pie is more of a sliver. Thankfully though, Pi hasn't bogged the phone down, any that I've been able to notice. On a whole, it's still just as snappy and responsive as the day I bought it, thanks in no small part to the near stock software experience. Even when it comes to gaming, the once top-spec Snapdragon 835 chipset and 4GB of RAM can handle basically anything you throw at it. Even a demanding title like PUBG here runs with the settings maxed out, and this is largely thanks to the fact that the Compact's display is only 720p, so the GPU doesn't have to push nearly as many pixels as other flagships of its time. The display only being 720p still doesn't bother me too much. There is a noticeable difference if it's side by side with a 1440p phone, but in day-to-day usage it looks perfectly sharp and the colors are still fantastic. The only issue I've had is the Wi-Fi. Randomly, the phone will just not pick up any 2.4 GHz connections. 5 GHz still works fine, but it acts like it doesn't even have a 2.4 GHz radio in it. Thankfully, rebooting the phone seems to fix the issue. So in conclusion, the camera update is annoying and I haven't found a way to go back to the old app without downgrading to Oreo, but aside from that, I still love the phone. Performance is great, battery life is amazing, and for the roughly $300 they go for on eBay, I can easily recommend one if you need a compact phone on a budget, but with the prices of the XZ3 dropping every day, I can't say I'm not tempted to make the upgrade. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, hit like, get subscribed, and ring the bell so you get notified when I post new videos, and I will see you guys in the next one.